Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. I'm talking about God this week and the way we use human terms to talk about God. And so yesterday, I spoke about God as Father. What I'd like to do today is take an elevator and head on up and talk to him about some other ideas. Just joking, of course. That's another expression that gives in human terms the idea of God being up there. But that's not quite the way God really is. That was just a way of explaining it. So yesterday I talked about God as Father. Today I want to talk about, did you know the Bible actually references God in mother terms as well? He does it in a number of places, and we shouldn't be surprised. After all, it's in Genesis 1 where God creates Adam and Eve, or men and women, male and female, in his image. And so we have the image of God being reflected in both men and women. We still shouldn't be surprised because Paul talked about in his letter to the Galatians that in God's mind there's no difference between male and female. Jesus talked about God being a non-sexual, non-gender being in the sense that we are. But God still is able to explain himself. So two of my favorite passages, one of them is found in Deuteronomy where it talks about God giving birth to the nation of Israel. Now think about that for a moment. Not a lot of men give birth. I got 5 incredible kids. We've got 8 grandkids, and not one of them were given birth to through their dad. It's a mother that gives birth. And so God says that, did I not birth thee, give birth to Israel? God as mother in that sense. Or how about the Isaiah passage? And Isaiah, the prophet, is concerned about people of Israel understanding that God has worked in ways that, in spite of their persecution, will be for their ultimate good. And Israel's all upset. And Israel's concerned that God's forgotten them. And that the special relationship they had is no longer there. And Isaiah seizes upon that theme in Deuteronomy of God giving birth to Israel and says the following: can a woman forget her nursing child, or fail to have compassion upon him? She may forget. A nursing mother may sooner forget her child than God would forget his child, Israel. He says, behold, I have engraved my people on the palm of my hand. And that's God. God is not to be thought of only as a father, but in the truest and best sense of maternal love and maternal caring. God is to be thought of in that way as well. Because God is not a gendered being. God is something beyond our ability to understand. And if we get lost in the gender of God, and we pray only to God and understand God only as Father, then we're missing out on some aspects of God that are truly amazing. Now, I got to tell you personally, I grew up in an amazing home. I had a dad who loved me, loved my mom, loved my sisters, loved God, and I'm thankful for him. But I also had a mom who had a special maternal love for all of us kids. And I'm very thankful for her as well. And I understand love better when I understand it both from my father and my mother. And God is someone we need to appreciate and respect. Him, her, in that sense, if we're using gendered pronouns, we need to appreciate God's father love for us and his mother love for us. And there's more on this. We'll talk later this week, but that's your video thought for the day.